Well, hello guys, you may be wondering what happened this weekend in Call of Duty because you were lazy and you didn't watch, or you're just so tired that you just didn't want to wake up before the sun came up, and that's understandable because, you know, it was like really early in the morning. For me, it was like really early, and I didn't want to wake up for that. So I guess you guys probably don't want to wake up for that either, so yeah.
It's in the air like a blazing flare.
Week 2 of the Call of Duty League was hosted by the London Royal Ravens. Ravens hosted the first tournament-style series in the CDL, with 50 points up for grabs for the winner. Day 1, aka Saturday. The kickoff match of the weekend was Paris Legion versus my home team of the New York Subliners at 6:30 in the morning, which I woke up for. I was up at 6 o'clock, like it was crazy. I watched like all the previews and stuff, like crazy stuff, but that's fucking early, man. Map 1 was Hardpoint on good old Hackney Yard. New York Subliners won 250 to 202. They're finally the New York Subliners that everyone was waiting for. We were waiting for you, and you were here for Saturday. Not Sunday, we'll come a little later. Map 2 was Mermazo's Search and Destroy. The whole game pause thing, I know it's great and you know they don't have to restart, but it's getting kind of annoying because they're just using it so much to where it's a point where it seems tactical. That's just my opinion. There was two in the Search and Destroy alone. Like, what the heck? Just freaking figure it out, bro. That did not throw off my Subliner boys though, because they won 6-2. Like, let's go, Subliners. Let's freaking go, boys. Let's go. Map 3 was Gunrunner Domination. There was an overwhelming pressure from New York right off the bat. They secured and held B flag. Accuracy must have been like, you know, getting some like jet lag or something from like traveling, because like literally he was throwing grenades right in front of his face, like they're blowing up in his eye sockets. Like, what the heck, dude? Just figure it out. Don't throw them at the corner of the wall and just expect, you know, not to blow up in your face. Like, come on. Paris finally won a map 183 to 165 in domination to stay in this game because they were just getting smoked. Yeah, they were getting smoked by New York. I'm gonna say, because I'm a New York fan, they were getting smoked by the Big Apple, you know. Map 4 was St. Petrograd Hardpoint. Subliners took the lead early and kept it. New York, 100-point club Paris. 250 to 114. Like, boy, that's crazy. New York won their first matchup of the weekend, 3-1. Great stuff, guys. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. They definitely did some much needed practicing in the past 2 weeks, which really helped them out here. And Zuma's pop showed up, and you know, he had to make his pop proud. You know, I would do the same. But yeah. Map 2 of the weekend was a matchup of Dallas Empire and Seattle Surge. Map 1 was Gunrunner Hardpoint. Dallas took that lead early. Like, they're like, okay, let's get it. Let's go get it. Clayster went on a 10 streak that helped them to secure their win, 250 to 225. I mean, like, Seattle tried to make a comeback because they were really far behind, but that didn't work out because Dallas Empire taking their rightful spot on the throne. Gunrunner was their map for S&D. Surge took round 1, acting strong, getting them flexes in. Surge won, but they got too cocky, so they lost 5-6. Like, what is it with these guys and being all like, oh, I'm gonna win, and then they, you know, lose their shit. Map 3 was St. Petrograd Domination. Dallas grabbed the lead early, which put them ahead at the end of round 1. Overall, it was a close matchup, but Seattle ended up losing 3-0. Like, that's a 3-0 sweep right there. I mean, close games, but I don't know. Seattle definitely has a lot of work to do before they go to LA. Match 3 of the day was Chicago Huntsmen versus the Los Angeles Guerrillas. Okay, match 3 of the day was Chicago Huntsmen versus the Los Angeles Guerrillas. Map 1 was Gunrunner Hardpoint. Huntsmen took the lead early, out-rotating the Guerrillas. They came out with the win, 250 to 158. Like, that was almost 100-point club right there. Map 2, St. Petrograd Search and Destroy. LA took round 1, which, you know, it was expected. But Huntsmen have been practicing their S&D, and they hold their own, baby. They hold their own. Huntsmen ended up winning 6-3. Map 3, Hackney Yard Domination. LA started off in the lead, but, you know, didn't last very long because you got them Huntsmen. Huntsmen, literally, okay, so the Huntsmen, at the end of round 1, they were behind. Like, they were behind, but like it was almost the end of round 1, they were behind, and then all of a sudden they make this this crazy comeback and ended up winning the round. It was crazy. I don't know how they did it, but they did, and it was amazing. It was close for the second round, but our Chicago boys came out 169-167 with the W, 3-0 sweep against the LA Guerrillas. Like, let's go. T2P. T2P. LA really tried to get to that map 4, but they just They just couldn't pull it. They just couldn't pull it. Match 4 of the day, London Royal Ravens versus Toronto Ultra. This is the first appearance of the London Royal Ravens, and boy, did they not disappoint the home crowd. Map 1 was Ramaza Hardpoint. Ravens got a strong lead in the beginning. Ultra came back like majorly, but they couldn't take the win in the end. Ravens ended up winning 250 to 211. It was kind of close, not really, but we'll see how it goes. Ravens ended up winning 250 to 211. Map 2, Piccadilly, Search and Destroy. Ultra went out winning rounds 1 through 3, and I thought they were going to take the win. But Ravens made a 4-round comeback to keep themselves in the game and ended up beating Ultra 6-4. Like, let's go. Like, home team represent. You know, they got the crowd cheering their names, and they're like, yeah, Wuskin, Scraps, like all the other guys that I don't know the names of because I only pay attention to the twins. But, nonetheless, they were doing good, all of them. Like, they're all carrying around, which was nice. Map 3, Gunrunner Domination. Ultra went out strong, but the score stayed close. So, during this match, the production team majorly messed up, which screwed up everyone watching because of the fact that they had the team swap. They still had everybody on the right team, like, all together, but they had the Ultra with the, like, Ravens logo, and then the Ravens logo with the Ultra with the Ravens logo, like, it just, Ultra logo with Ravens and all that jazz. It was confusing, and I'm saying it, it's so confusing. Ultra ended up winning the round 133 to 74. Ultra stayed dominant, winning 209 to 173. Map 4, Azir Cave Hardpoint. It started out close in the beginning. Ravens, though, started to pull away, and they won 250 to 181. Taking the match 3-1, repping the home team, making those people in those crowds proud to be in London and to be there and witnessing all of this. Wuskin, man, definitely the MVP. I mean, for the London Royal Ravens right now, he's going off. You know, Scraps, the 04, that was his game. Wuskin, this is his game, and he's going after it, and London knows it. So does everybody else. So does everybody. Match 5 of the day, which was the Dallas Empire and Chicago Huntsman, which we see twice during this weekend, which is crazy. First map was Gunrunner Hardpoint. It was close to the start, but Huntsman, you know, they came out, they 99 point clubbed them. Map 2 was Piccadilly Search and Destroy, which kind of fit the whole being in London thing, which was really cool. I like that, personally. But Chicago made 2 3-round comebacks. They would get behind, then they go up 3 rounds. They'd get behind, then they'd go up 3 rounds. And Dallas Empire ended up losing 6-5. Our Cities was out there with Gunless, helping with those comebacks, which was awesome. Hackney Yard was map 3 for domination. Dallas Empire went out strong, getting that comfortable setup that the Chicago Huntsman just couldn't break. Empire ended up winning 210 to 160. Empire ended up winning 210 to 160, which dragged us into a map 4. Dallas got a good lead on St. Petrograd, Hardpoint, but Chicago finally kept up. No shut. After Cafe, though, Chicago, they kept ranking up those points, getting on those hills, making the rotations, doing what they needed to do. The game ended up going 250 to 175, giving Huntsman the 3-0 win that they, you know, kind of deserve. They're still undefeated at this point. It's great stuff. Hype, hype, hype. Envoy was trying to keep up with the GOATs, you know. He's got a lot of pressure on him to keep up with, you know, you got Gunless, Arcides, Formal, Scump. Like, he's on a team of GOATs. And, you know, sometimes he doesn't perform all the way he should, but, you know, he's doing his best. He's a little guy. He's a little boy. He's a little baby boy. Match 6, which is the final match of the day, was the London Royal Ravens versus the New York Subliners, my old team, versus the whole team. You know, it's gonna be crazy. Map 1 was Ramaza Hardpoint, which was not uncommon this weekend. The Subliners started out in the lead. Ravens go off mid-game, but it doesn't hold. Subliners ended up winning 250 to 187, which did not make that home crowd happy. They were not excited about that. They wanted London to win. They really did. They were like, Map 2 was St. Petrograd, Search and Destroy. Ravens took round 1, then Subliners started grabbing around, and then Ravens would grab around, and then Subliners would grab around. It's just grabbing rounds like they're picking off a freaking tree. Like, come on, like, just someone win. And Subliners ended up winning 6-5, which, yay me. They got booed, though, nonetheless. So Map 3 was Hackney Yard Domination. Ravens started out with a teensy bit of a lead, and they ended up winning round 1, 103 to 73. Ravens fight for their crown, winning this game 202 to 152 to keep this match going. And for map 4, we're back on Hackney Yard. It started close between the two, not one really pulling out, and the other one not really pulling out. But then Ravens started to pull ahead and they kept that momentum going. New York tried, but they did not succeed in getting that win. Ravens succeeded though, winning 250 to 145. Map 5, Gunrunner, Search and Destroy. Subliners took the first few rounds, then the Ravens came back and they're like, hey, don't forget about us. Ravens ended up winning 6-4. Crazy. Good stuff, good stuff. Ravens were out there well, representing London with that reverse sweep that they just did. Crazy. Crazy, 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 crazy. Day 2, my guys. The first match of the day was between the beloved Los Angeles Guerrillas and the Seattle Surge. Map 1, they started out at St. Petrograd Hardpoint. It was a slow start to the game by the players and by me because I had to wake up at 5:30 to watch this match. It was not great stuff, guys. I am not a morning person, and I will never be a morning person. Mid-game, a team finally took the lead like a Drizzles. It took them forever. Too bad it was the Guerrillas who ended up winning 250 to 210. Map 2 was our club peak for the Search and Destroy. Guerrillas took round 1, but the Surge came out, they got 3 straight rounds. I mean, they were doing pretty good, but they kept... Surge was doing pretty good. They got 3 straight rounds, but they kept messing up on those clutch rounds that they needed to win. This gave Guerrillas the win 6-5. Map 3 was Gunrunner for domination. Surge started out strong and stayed strong, winning round 1, 107 to 73. Surge just locked it down. Second round, winning 205 to 172. Surge locked it down, winning 193 to 175. Map 4 was Azure Cave Hardpoint. Surge continued their aggressiveness in this hardpoint that they had in the domination. Seattle grabbed those rotations. This secured them the win 250 to 213 against the Guerrillas. Game 5 was St. Petrograd Search and Destroy. I used my eyebrows to talk way too much. Seattle was up 3-0 in the beginning, which was awesome, because this was putting them on a path to win their first ever Search and Destroy. But the Guerrillas caught up real quick, but Seattle said, and they ended up winning their first Search and Destroy of the CDL thus far. Reverse sweep, day 2, doing good. Match 2 of the day was Paris Legion versus Toronto Ultra. Map 1, Gunrunner Hardpoint. Paris's guns were warmed up, allowing them to get all of these kills. They took that lead early on. But Ultra takes a better lead and ends up winning 250 to 180. Map 2 was Ramaza for Search and Destroy. Toronto took the first round of S&D. I was like, okay, they're gonna take this, right? They're gonna take this. It was close throughout, but then Dens, he does what Dens does. And Paris ended up winning 6-3. Map 3 was Gunrunner domination. Paris secured that AB setup that most people like to go for on this map. Toronto fights for it back though. They win round 1, 104 to 77. Paris grabbed B flag first, second round, which helped them secure their win of 201 to 167. Map 4, Hackney Yard. Paris got the lead early, and then the slaying just became one-sided. Paris became dominant, and Toronto got kicked out. They're not doing well at all. They're definitely going to go under some roster changes, I think, and I hope, because they're not doing great. Match 3 of the day was the Dallas Empire versus Seattle Surge. Map 1 was Gunrunner for Hardpoint. Dallas took a tiny lead. Dallas finally gets us a good lead, but Seattle Surge is back into action. Wink, wink. To give us a good game. Dallas ends up winning 250 to 185. Map 2, our Club Peak Search and Destroy. Seattle took round 1. Dallas then just goes off. There was a round here, around there for Seattle, but Dallas really ended up winning 6-2. Map 3, St. Petrograd, domination. Seattle got a small lead early on. Seattle ended up winning first round 106 to 83. Every single Dallas player was negative, and Seattle was just coming out there ready to gain those rounds back. Seattle took the game 191 to 179. Map 4, St. Petrograd Hardpoint. It was close in the beginning, but then Hugh just goes off like people know he can. Dallas ended up winning 250 to 210. They won as soon as they got off bar. Like, that was just where they won. They won on bar, that's where they won, you know? Because that's where a lot of people went in this map. The Dallas owned the hardpoint, and every single game was pretty much close though, so it wasn't that bad. Except for good old Search and Destroy that Seattle does not do very good at. Now on to everything that you've been waiting for, the hype battle. This was actually pretty hype, not gonna lie, I actually enjoyed it. It's the first one of the CDL season. Jamal Lascelles, I think that's how you say it, and Censor versus Nicky Romero and Mad Cat. These players played the best of 3 in gunfight. Game 1, let's go. Nicky surprisingly gets many kills, but people didn't know because they didn't know how much Call of Duty he actually played. But turns out he knows a lot. Mad Cat helped him with the win of the first 3 rounds. Jamal and Censor tried to catch up, but they can't do so. And Mad Cat and Nikki win 6-2. Everyone thought Nikki was going to be carried by Mad Cat, but it was actually the other way around. Nikki took that captain lead that every team has over Mad Cat, which was really cool. He was even giving him tips and pointers throughout the whole game. Jamal ended up getting more kills than Sensor, really showing that these famous people are playing better than the pros, if you ask me. It really shows that these players are playing. Really shows that these people are playing better than the pros themselves. Game 2. Jamal came in clutch those early rounds when Sensor really wasn't playing at his best. Jamal playing the way he did pushed this game to around 11. There was trash talk near the end on both sides. It was great. I was loving it. You'll sense you got Sensor going like this with his controller. He's like boom, 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 boom. And they're like, let's go step it up on the other side as well. They were going at with the trash talk a little bit. Not a lot, but some enough. Good enough for me. But it didn't matter because Mad Cat secured the win for Nikki and himself. Pretty good, pretty cool, loved it. I'm ready to see another hype battle. Let's go, ready for it for next time. Tournament match 4 of the day was between the New York Subliners and the Paris Legion. This was the second matchup of the weekend, which was, happened quite a lot. Map 1 was Ramaza Hardpoint. The beginning started close, but not really any team getting the point. Paris started to up their rotations like crazy. This got them the pull away, winning 250-131. That's a 100-point club right there in the pros series. Let's go. Map 2, Ramaza? Again, really? Editor Tonage, is this right? Oh, okay. Anywho, Search and Destroy round 1 went to Paris, which really set the tone for the game. Paris dominated this, and they went 6-0. Not good for my home team. Map 3 was Gunrunner Dom. Subliners grabbed B flag first. This helped them take round 1, 89-88. Paris says no way, Jose, and wins 170-162. Paris just came in clutch in all those moments that they needed to, and did all the little small things when really Subliners didn't step up the way that they should have. Paris makes up for their loss against New York earlier in the tournament, and New York is really just not playing to their full ability right now. And if I'm gonna go see them, because they're near me, they're my home team, they gotta step it up. Semifinals Group B. It was the London Royal Ravens versus the Dallas Empire. Semifinals Group B. The home team, the London Royal Ravens versus the Dallas Empire. Battle of the Crowns, baby. Battle of the Crown. Map 1. Hardpoint on Ramaza. Empire trying to make that lead early. London catching up. Weskin going crazy. It got super duper close at the end. Yeah, I said super duper. I said it. Royal Ravens win 250-242. That's really close in the semifinals. Everyone's on the edge of their seats right now. Map 2, Gunrunner, started out with a good old game pause. You know what I'm saying? Probably tactical, probably not. We'll see. Ravens took round 1. Puke went the fuck off, helping the Empire take a few rounds. But the Royal Ravens ended up winning 6-5. Map 3, Domination on Hackney Yard. Ravens go out flying and take B. But Dallas says nah and takes round 1, 93-83. Round 2, Empire increases their lead by turning up the heat. Dallas wins 211-162. Map 4, Hackney Yard, Hardpoint. Another tactical pause. Oh, I'm guessing, I don't know. But that doesn't faze the Ravens and they get the early lead. But Dallas does mark their territory, their empire, and take the win, 250-195. Map 5, S&D. The real home of the London Royal Ravens, Piccadilly in Modern Warfare. Let's go. But that didn't matter to Dallas. They went out strong. They got the win, 6-4. London, really disappointed with themselves, almost crying at the end of the match. Honestly, they were so down. I was sad for them. London was sad for them. They hated Dallas at this point. I think London hates Dallas from now on. London Bridge is falling down, falling down, falling down. London Bridge is falling down. My fair lady. Semifinals for Group A. My personal favorites, the Chicago Huntsmen versus the underdog of Paris Legion. Map 1 Hardpoint was on Hackney Yard. Huntsmen started out strong like they usually do in these respawns. There was a tactical, not tactical pause again on the side of Huntsman. I'm really getting tired of these, but they keep on happening, so I gotta keep telling you about them. Kismet was on fire, helping close that gap that Huntsman created early on. Paris got those last 2 hard points, giving them that win, 250-216. Map 2, St. Petrograd, Search and Destroy. Round 1 went to the Chicago Huntsmen. The guys on the Huntsmen finally have their guns waking up after that first hard point. Our city out there making plays. Chicago wins 6-2, dominating this Search and Destroy, which really Everyone thought Paris was going to take the search and destroy, but nope. Chicago's out there like 6-2 in it. Let's go. Map 3 domination, St. Petrograd again. For the first 2 minutes of this game, B flag remained neutral. Like for the first 2 minutes. Nobody taking B. It was like people were on it, but nobody was full on taking it. Huntsman finally grabbed a lead to win round 1, 102-53. Paris are pretty much out of here. They're not winning this match. Huntsman just kept going pew 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 to get this, like getting kills everywhere, and Paris are going da 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 da, dying all over the place. Like what the heck, dude? Like Paris, don't die. We don't want another Napoleon accident. You know what I'm saying? Chicago put a little icing on the cake, cherry on top. All those little decorations, and they triple capped to secure their win 211-110. Map 4, Hardpoint, Gunrunner. Started out with another technical pause. Wait, it was from Paris, so like evens it out, I guess. Huntsman grabbed the lead first, but Paris grabbed the lead just before 200 seconds, and they win 250-239. Map 5, S&D and Arclaw Peak. A popular choice for the Huntsman, which makes sense because they 6-0'd Paris. Scump, the king himself, going on a 10 streak in Search and Destroy, which we all know he's not that great at. Overall, Huntsmen dominate S&D, which they were not expected to. Paris, to win this, they should have taken the respawns and would have been fine, but Chicago just dominated in everything else. T2P, baby. They move on. Chicago Huntsmen move on to the finals with the against the Dallas Empire. Dallas Empire versus Chicago Huntsmen for the finals of this weekend. Map 1. Hardpoint, Azir Cave. Dallas started out on the offense, going after it, trying to get this win against the Huntsmen. Chicago takes the lead when Scumpy's out there making power plays, being sneaky, being Scumpy, we know him to be. Huntsman won 250-239. Map 2, Arclaw Peak, Search and Destroy, you know, popular one for the Huntsman. Dallas won rounds 1 through 3. No, Dallas won rounds 1 through 2. There was a round where Gunless clutched in the last like milliseconds of the game. He literally just killed someone right before they were done defusing the bomb. Crazy stuff. Gotta go watch a clip of it. It's crazy. Crazy stuff. This went to round 111, but Chicago won 6-5. Like, let's go. Map 3, St. Petrograd domination. Dallas took B first, grabbing them a small lead. This lead helped them win the round 100-87. Chicago comes back though to win the game 193-156. 3-0 sweep. What the heck? Finals, like 3-0 sweep. Easy money. Easy money by the Chicago Huntsmen. Like, let's go. My boys represent. Dallas really proved they are an online team, and T2P, baby. T2P. Huntsmen won the first tournament of the season, giving them 50 points to their CDL pro points thing that they got going on. They are undefeated still. Thanks for watching the video, everybody. Make sure to hit that like and subscribe button and let me know what you think in the comment section down below if you watched all the way till now. Love you guys. See you guys next week with another video on Call of Duty. Peace out.